I'm back once again, the third of my back-to-back reviews, and this time I have, hello, I'm Dezaras Prime, by the way, Generations Drift. Now, my Unicron review may have been a little subdued, my Soundwave review may have been a little subdued. It is quarter to midnight here. I have, I think it took a while, but I'm finally getting into my comfort zone with reviewing Transformers on YouTube. Generations Drift. What can I say about this guy? I could gush about this thing for hours. Seriously, and I have. It is one of the best Transformers I have the privilege of owning. And I own a lot of fantastic Transformers. His car mode, I'm not sure what car he is, but his detail is, the nice white with the red stripes down there, and the Japanese symbol on there with the whole rising sun type thing going on his sides. And the back detail, it's minimal, but it's there. And this guy is just, it cost me £20 from Auto Assembly, and I do not regret parting with that £20 one bit. It is just an awesome toy. Nice blue plastic window, clear plastic windows. You probably can't see it very well, but his feet on the inside make it look like driver's seats. Translucent lights as well on the front. Not on the back, but on the front. He goes brum brum very well, as do some of them. It's kind of reminiscent of Prime Wheeljack, or Wheeljack's reminiscent of him. His vehicle and his robot modes. Let's take his sword out for a start. He has this really big sword. And the sword is nicely detailed with, I'm trying to hold it still, Japanese symbols along there, and the little gold piece there. It kind of looks like he's taken a part of the Matrix and fashioned it into his sword. The reason I've got a Matrix is because I had a Matrix gag with Unicron for the review, but I forgot to do it. So yeah, I'm going to stick his sword to one side for now, and we will transform this fellow. There's I don't know if it's been uploaded yet. I was with Megabyte Unleashed at Auto Assembly, and we tried doing a drunk live review of this in the bar. It took a while. So yeah, first thing, just pull these out there and pull them down and out of the way. Fold the windows in as well. And then pull out those. At the back on the spoiler, it's kind of clipped in, funnily. That's just a case of gentle persuasion. What you need to do really to get it out with minimum fuss. I didn't show you that at all, so I'm going to go back and do it. At least I know what I'm doing now. Okay, so just basically what you need to do is straighten out his legs, and the spoiler will separate of its own accord. Then you need to, I can get a good shot of this, push back and around. Am I doing this right? No, I'm not, 'cause that's the wrong bloody... got his legs the wrong way around. I'm looking the wrong way. Ah, okay. So, to push his leg forward and then rotate it down a bit. And there you have his feet. And then you just need to put these little hip guards out the way. Then you need to split that and fold it round. That reveals his head. Like that, and just pull it down. These things here you need to just lift up and over. Like that. So, up and over. Which is kind of nifty, I think. Put his front window back into there, and then his arms, you just need to reach under there, his hands are under there, reach under, pull down. Reach under, pull down. And then just, straighten them up a little bit. And there you have Generations Drift. And here's one fine looking toy. Nice mix of white, black, with the blue translucent window and the yellow pieces on his shoulders, and the red, and the chrome effect on his face. The good thing about Drift is his unique light piping. It's in the top of his head, so there's no massive blue bulb on the back. And the light feeds through, I can't really show you here, but the light feeds through the top of his head instead of through the back. Which, even with the even if it was on the back of his head, there's nothing really obstructing the light. Now these hip things, these impress me. Before I knocked my microphone on the floor, after I bought the toy, I didn't know about these until after I bought the toy. But these, you just need to, bring out the window, reach inside, and it's got more swords. Smaller little swords. These hip plates are like sword sheaths, and you take them out and it's got more swords. It is awesome. So he's got his big sword that looks like, with the hilt that looks like the Matrix, and then he's got these other little swords as well. He is armed to the fucking teeth. So yeah, he holds his new badass swords that no one knows he's got. And they're soft plastic, so they're a bit, tend to bend a bit, but his articulation is bang on. He's got wrist articulation, so he can, go for a whole cross thing there and stuff. And much like in vehicle mode, his big sword, there's a little slide thing there that you can bang his big sword in. Now this guy is very articulate. Like I said, he's like Prime Wheeljack. He is super articulate. He is super poseable. His wrists are on ball joints, but there's an opening there, so you can do that. It's not very realistic, but you can get his wrists into more better poses and stuff. His hip sheaths, his legs, they do go all the way around. his knees bend, kind of limited by the back of his car, but his leg has an extra joint in the thigh. So, go figure with that one. His shoulders are on ball joints, but they're not actually his shoulders, because his arms do sit inside these bits. So, you can have those back and still have his arms down like that if you don't like the prospect of these things sticking out so far. You can just tuck them back a bit, and it doesn't affect the articulation in his hands, his arms. His little sheaths and shit, and God, this thing is just yummy in every way. Head. His head doesn't turn that much. There's something stopping it. But it just looks badass. It looks awesome. And if we put his sheathed swords away, his little hidden Easter egg swords, bring out his big fuck off sword. You can also, because of the articulation and stuff, you can do a whole He-Man pose thing with it and hold it with both hands, and then you can get his legs into spread positions. And then have him just looking at you like that, like, yeah, I'm Drift, you don't fuck with me. And that's pretty much all I've got to say about it. I mean, to go through his points of articulation, I'd be here all night. And it is kind of limited in some ways, but posability is just great. Would I recommend this guy? Definitely. Definitely recommend this dude. He is just so many shades of awesome. And you could put him in so many different fight scenes with Prime Wheeljack and just have them, sparring with the swords and shit, and you can get so many poses out of it. It's just unreal. It is one of the best that Hasbro have done. And I usually only reserve that for Sideswipes, funnily enough. But yeah, that is Generations Drift. Well worth picking up. He is awesome in so many ways. This is Dezaras Prime. I do not know who I'll be reviewing next, but you'll see me at some point.